Bonjour, I am Jennifer, your French teacher in the south of France, and this is a lesson on the French power verb savoir, which means to know how. So if you've been watching many of my lessons, you know that I love a certain group of verbs, and I call them the power verbs. So if you follow the link down in the video description, you can go to my website and find links to other lessons on very important power verbs. So I call savoir a power verb because in many ways it gives you the power to start speaking French right away. In this lesson, we're going to focus on using savoir in the present tense and in the conditional tense. Okay, so let's start out with the present tense conjugation, and then we will go into some examples, and I'll show you the conditional as well. I'm just going to pronounce these, and I'll have you repeat them after me. Je sais, tu sais, il sait, elle sait, on sait, nous savons, vous savez, ils savent, elles savent. Très bien. Okay, so let's just have a look at what these verbs mean. Je sais, when we're using it as a power verb, and I'm going to explain exactly what that means in this lesson, when we use it as a power verb, we're going to say that it means I know how. Okay, now maybe you've learned that je sais just means I know. That's true. But when you use it as a power verb, it means I know how. Or you could say je saurais. Now that's the conditional tense. Je saurais means I would know how. So even if you say, I'm a beginner, I can't start learning the conditional tense right now, this lesson is still for you. You don't have to learn everything about the conditional tense to know how to use power verbs in the conditional tense. All you have to do is memorize these, and I have prepared a Quizlet study set to help you practice and master these power verbs in the present and conditional tenses. Okay, so let's finish looking at them. Tu sais, tu sais, tu saurais, tu saurais, il sait, il sait, il saurait, il saurait, elle sait, elle sait, elle saurait, elle saurait, on sait, on sait, on saurait, on saurait. So just in case you've never seen on translated to mean we, just know that this is an informal way of speaking French. A lot of people use on to mean we. You can still use nous to mean we. Okay, if that's easier for you, c'est parfait. Nous savons, nous savons, nous saurions, nous saurions, vous savez, vous savez, vous sauriez, vous sauriez. Ils savent, ils savent, ils sauraient, ils sauraient. Elles savent, elles savent, elles sauraient, elles sauraient. Très bien. Okay, now if we want to make the verb savoir negative, just like any other verb in French, all we have to do is put ne and pas around the verb, so it looks like this. Je ne sais pas. Maybe you've seen that before. Je ne sais pas means I don't know. Okay, as a power verb in just a moment, I'm going to show you how je ne sais pas means I don't know how. D'accord? Je ne sais pas, tu ne sais pas, il ne sait pas, nous ne savons pas, vous ne savez pas, ils ne savent pas. Okay, so our first example here, in the present tense, je sais aller au parc. Je sais aller au parc means I know how, that's the je sais. And then you have aller, which means to go. I know how to go. Je sais aller au parc. Or I would know, je saurais, I would know how, je saurais to go aller to the park. Je saurais aller au parc. Or with negation, je ne sais pas aller au parc. Je ne sais pas aller au parc. Or I would not know how to go to the park. Je ne saurais pas aller au parc. Je ne saurais pas aller au parc. Tu sais aller en France. Tu sais aller en France. You know how to go to France. Now, you would know how to go to France. Tu saurais aller en France. Tu saurais aller en France. Très bien. With negation, tu ne sais pas aller en France. Tu ne sais pas aller en France. You don't know how to go to France. Or, tu ne saurais pas aller en France. Tu ne saurais pas aller en France. You would not know how to go to France. Elle sait aller aux États-Unis. Elle sait aller aux États-Unis. She knows how to go to the United States. Elle saurait aller aux États-Unis. Elle saurait aller aux États-Unis. She would know how to go to the United States. And with negation, elle ne sait pas aller aux États-Unis. Elle ne sait pas aller aux États-Unis. Or she would not know how to go to the US. Elle ne saurait pas aller aux États-Unis. Elle ne saurait pas aller aux États-Unis. With negation, I'm sorry, we already did that. Here's nous. Nous savons aller chez une copine. Nous savons aller chez une copine. That means we know how to go to a friend's house. Now, we would know how to go to a friend's house. Nous saurions aller chez une copine. Nous saurions aller chez une copine. D'accord? Now, here's our negation. Nous ne savons pas aller chez une copine. Nous ne savons pas aller chez une copine. That means we don't know how to go. Now, we would not know how to go. Nous ne saurions pas aller chez une copine. Nous ne saurions pas aller chez une copine. D'accord? All right. And here's an example with vous. Vous savez aller dans la salle de classe. Vous savez aller dans la salle de classe. You know how to go in the classroom. Vous sauriez aller dans la salle de classe. You would know how to go in the classroom. And with your negation, vous ne savez pas aller dans la salle de classe. Vous ne savez pas aller. You don't know how to go dans la salle de classe. Vous ne sauriez pas aller dans la salle de classe means you would not know how to go. And here's our last example before I show you savoir as a power verb. Ils savent aller au restaurant. Ils savent aller au restaurant means they know how to go to the restaurant. Ils sauraient aller au restaurant. Ils sauraient aller au restaurant means they would know how to go to the restaurant. D'accord? And now I'm going to show it to you with negation. Ils ne savent pas aller au restaurant. Ils ne savent pas aller au restaurant means they don't know how to go to the restaurant. And ils ne sauraient pas aller au restaurant. They would not know how to go to the restaurant. D'accord? So remember, I know that those are a lot of new spellings and new tenses, but you can use the Quizlet study set that I have provided for you, and that will help you. It will really help you learn to memorize these forms, and then you can work on using them when you're speaking French. Okay, now I told you I would teach you how to use savoir as a power verb. This is very, very important, okay? It's easy, but you have to pay attention to how to use it this way. What you need is a subject, okay, plus your conjugated form of savoir in whichever tense you want to use it in. So in this lesson, we're talking about using savoir in the present tense. I know how to do something, or in the conditional tense, I would know how to do something. The to do something part, that's the infinitive, okay? So here is just a reminder of what an infinitive is. You see the verb manger there in the middle of the screen. Manger means to eat, and that's the infinitive form of this verb. So if I say je sais, that means I know how. And then I put an infinitive after it, manger, all of a sudden I've said I know how to eat in French. Je sais manger. That's a good thing to know how to do. Je sais manger. And then you can add more words to it, right, to make your sentence even more interesting. Je sais manger une pizza. Je sais manger une pizza. Très bien. So you will notice as you watch this series of power verb lessons that I'm using a lot of repetition, right? In the lesson on vouloir, I taught you how to say I want to eat a pizza. In the lesson on pouvoir, I taught you how to say I can eat a pizza. In the lesson on devoir, I taught you how to say I have to eat a pizza. Okay? So if you haven't looked at those lessons yet, definitely have a look, all right? And you will be speaking a lot of French. Now let's look at some more examples using savoir as a power verb. Now this is the one, je saurais means I would know how, okay? Donc je saurais manger, je saurais manger une pizza. Tu sais chanter. Tu sais chanter une chanson. Tu saurais chanter. Tu saurais chanter une chanson. Il sait regarder. Il sait regarder un film. Il saurait regarder. Il saurait regarder un film. Nous savons parler. Nous savons parler français. Nous saurions parler. Nous saurions parler français. Vous savez voyager. Vous savez voyager au Canada. Vous sauriez voyager. Vous sauriez voyager au Canada. Ils savent travailler. Ils sauraient travailler. D'accord? Okay, so you see how simple that is. Now I know when I say simple, that's a relative term. You still have to remember what savoir means, and you have to know how to conjugate it, and you do have to know a number of infinitives in order to make this formula work. But it is a formula, okay? It's just like math. You learn the formula, you memorize what you need to memorize, and then you can start using it right away. Let's go over the conjugation in the present tense again. Now this time I'll have you say it along with me. Je sais, tu sais, il sait, elle sait, on sait, nous savons, vous savez, ils savent, elles savent. Great. Now remember also if you want to make this negative and say I don't know how. Let's say these all together. Je ne sais pas. Tu ne sais pas. Il ne sait pas. Nous ne savons pas. Vous ne savez pas. Ils ne savent pas. And our conditional conjugation, which means I would know how. Let's say them all together. Je saurais. Tu saurais. Il saurait. Elle saurait. On saurait. Nous saurions. Vous sauriez. Il saurait. Elle saurait. And then with negation. D'accord? You just put the ne and the pas around all of the verbs. Donc, voilà, très bien. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, whether you're teaching yourself French or learning it at school and you need a little extra help. I put out new lessons every week. And also check the links in the video description below to see all of the ways that you can connect with and support Love Learning Languages. Merci beaucoup et à très bientôt. Au revoir.